St. Petersburg is not just a city, it is an idea brought to life. It feels like stepping into a grand European dream, yet it is uniquely Russian. Tsar Peter the Great founded it in 1703. He wanted to create a modern capital, a window to the West. He imagined a city that would connect Russia with the rest of Europe. This vision is etched into every stone and every canal. Walking through its historic center, you can almost feel the ambition and the sheer force of will that built this magnificent place. It stands as a testament to a pivotal moment in Russian history, a bold declaration of a new era. The city's importance is monumental. For over 200 years, it was the capital of the vast Russian Empire. This was the stage where so much of Russia's dramatic history unfolded. From the glittering balls of the Tsars to the revolutionary fervor that would change the world forever. You sense this history in the air. It whispers from the pastel-colored facades of the buildings and echoes along the wide, elegant boulevards. It's a place where the past isn't just remembered, it feels incredibly present, surrounding you at every turn and inviting you to explore its many layers. What makes it so special is this incredible blend of grandeur and intimacy. You have these enormous, imposing squares and palaces designed to inspire awe and project power. Yet, just a few steps away, you can find quiet courtyards and charming side streets that feel incredibly personal. It's a city of contrasts. The scale is imperial, but the details are human. This duality is part of its endless charm. It draws you in, making you want to see what's around the next corner, down the next narrow alley, or across the next ornate bridge. For any traveler, arriving here is an experience that stays with you. The sheer beauty of the architecture is breathtaking. It's a city built to impress, and it certainly succeeds. The historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's easy to see why. It's not just a collection of old buildings, it's a cohesive artistic masterpiece. The careful planning, the consistent neoclassical style, and the harmonious colors create an atmosphere of refined elegance. It's a place that makes you want to walk slowly, to simply look up and marvel at it all. They call St. Petersburg the Venice of the North, and for very good reason. The city is woven together by a web of rivers and canals. The mighty Neva River flows through its heart, with smaller rivers like the Fontanka and Moika branching off. These waterways are the city's arteries. They were an essential part of Peter the Great's original plan. He saw how Amsterdam and Venice used their canals for transport and trade, and he wanted the same for his new capital. The result is a city where water is as important as land, shaping its layout and its character. Walking along the granite embankments is one of the city's greatest pleasures. Ornate bridges, each with its own unique design, arch gracefully over the water. Some are decorated with griffins, others with golden-winged lions or beautiful lampposts. Taking a boat tour along these canals offers a completely different perspective. You glide past the back entrances of grand palaces and see the city from the viewpoint it was designed for. It's a wonderfully tranquil way to absorb the scenery, watching the reflections of the magnificent buildings shimmer on the water's surface. The streets themselves are a spectacle. Nevsky Prospect is the most famous of them all. It's the city's main thoroughfare, a bustling hub of life that stretches for miles. It's lined with some of the city's most important buildings, from the stunning Kazan Cathedral to elegant department stores. But the real magic often lies in the streets just off the main drag. Here, you find a quieter, more reflective atmosphere. The pastel-colored buildings in shades of yellow, blue, and pale green create a soft, almost painterly light that is completely enchanting. This combination of water and stone makes the city feel alive. The canals are not just a pretty feature, they define the rhythm of the place. In the summer, the white nights cast an ethereal twilight glow over the city for weeks on end. The bridges over the Neva lift in the middle of the night to let tall ships pass through, a spectacle that draws crowds to the riverbanks. It's a reminder that this is a living, breathing port city with a deep connection to the sea that has shaped its destiny from the very beginning. At the very heart of St. Petersburg lies Palace Square, a vast and impressive space. Dominating the square is the magnificent Winter Palace. This was the official residence of the Russian Tsars. Painted in a striking turquoise green and white, it is a breathtaking example of Baroque architecture. Just looking at it, you can imagine the imperial carriages pulling up, the sound of grand orchestras, and the swirl of courtly life. It was the center of power for the Russian Empire, a symbol of absolute monarchy, and the backdrop for some of the most pivotal events in the nation's history. Today, the Winter Palace is part of one of the greatest museums in the world, the State Hermitage Museum. It's almost impossible to comprehend the scale of its collection. It holds over 3 million items, from prehistoric art to masterpieces by Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Michelangelo. You could spend a lifetime exploring its galleries and still not see everything. Walking through its halls is a journey through art history itself. The museum is not just housed in the palace. The opulent rooms, with their gilded ceilings and crystal chandeliers, are as much a part of the exhibition as the art on the walls. The story of the Hermitage is a story of passion and prestige. It began as the private collection of Catherine the Great. She was a formidable ruler and an avid art collector who wanted to show that her court was as cultured as any in Europe. She acquired vast collections, and soon the palace was overflowing with treasures. What started as a small hermitage or place of solitude grew into this world-renowned institution. It's a testament to her vision and her desire to establish Russia as a great cultural power on the world stage. For tourists, visiting the Hermitage and the Winter Palace is an essential experience. It's a chance to step back in time and witness the incredible wealth and grandeur of the Russian czars, but it's also a place that tells a more complex story. This was the very palace that was stormed in 1917 during the October Revolution, an event that ended centuries of imperial rule and ushered in the Soviet era. Standing in Palace Square, you are standing at a crossroads of history, where the opulence of the past collided with the forces that would shape the modern world. Tourists flock to St. Petersburg for its sheer, undeniable beauty. It consistently ranks among the most beautiful cities in the world. Visitors come to wander its historic streets, to marvel at the art in the Hermitage, and to experience the unique atmosphere of the White Nights. It's a city that offers a deep cultural immersion. You can attend a world-class ballet at the Mariinsky Theater, listen to classical music in a palace, or simply sit in a cafe on Nevsky Prospect and watch the world go by. It's a city that caters to all kinds of travelers, from history buffs to art lovers. The city's atmosphere is truly one of a kind. There's a certain romantic melancholy to it, especially in the autumn and winter. The writer Fyodor Dostoevsky captured this mood perfectly in his novels. It's a city that encourages contemplation. The grand scale of the architecture and the weight of its history make you feel like a small part of a much larger story. This feeling, this connection to the past and to the immense culture of Russia, is what makes a visit so profound and memorable for so many people who come here from all over the globe. However, this incredible heritage is fragile. The preservation of St. Petersburg's historic center is a task of immense importance, not just for Russia, but for the entire world. The buildings, canals, and bridges require constant care and restoration. The challenges are significant, from the effects of weather to the pressures of modern urban life. Protecting this UNESCO World Heritage Site means ensuring that the delicate balance of its architecture and atmosphere is maintained. It's a responsibility to future generations so they too can experience its magic. Ultimately, St. Petersburg is more than just a destination. It's a treasure. It's a city built on a grand vision that has survived centuries of turmoil and change. It stands as a powerful symbol of Russian culture, resilience, and artistry. To walk its streets is to walk through a living museum, a place where every corner tells a story. Protecting this jewel is essential. We must ensure that Peter the Great's window to the west remains open, continuing to inspire and enchant all who pass through it for many, many years to come.